Hi everyone. How are you? I think you are all fine. Yep. Why am I here today? I'm here for something that we all we all been missing. I'm here for I'm here to share the my philosophy, my idea, what I think, what I feel, what my universe feels, how I'm creating myself, what I'm doing right now. This is what I do usually in this making while making the video. Yeah, what am I going to talk about? I'm here to talk about the sense. What is sense? And the perspective that makes sense. So before that, let's understand what is perspective. Perspective is something that I don't know the Google definition. I will say my definition. That is, perspective is something that is from your side. That is perspective. What I give from my side, this is my perspective. But perspective, if the perspective and sense both get together, be together, and go in a straight line, it will create a meaningful result. But what is happening is they gives the perspective, but they don't makes people feel what their sense was, the sense behind that perspective. So first, let's understand the perspective. For example, I give my own perspective on some random AI software. I give a perspective that AI software is an evil software because they are destroying the whole human civilization because my perspective, okay, in my perspective, because they are creating a replica of the human, and every task is done by human. So in the near future, we will not find the person, will not find the importance of the human beings, and this could destroy the whole human civilization. But that is a perspective. That makes one sense. What is that sense? Is this is a future possibility sense. I'm portraying these things because maybe in the future this could be possible. This is my this kind of perspective. But while I'll give from another side of perspective, what the sense you need to understand. AI is the best thing because it makes our life easy. Because technology is designed to make our life easy, and this is what their values were, and this is what they are actually doing. Yes, they are making our life easy. So that is another perspective. And the sense that I want to give is that AI is good in terms of uh, their moral values, what the technology usually is. And it has done great, right? The sense and perspective. First, understand the idea of sense and perspective. Don't go on the chat GPT. Sense and perspective. So, here's the thing people are fighting nowadays because they don't get the sense of why they are fighting. Because someone just joke, randomly joke, and that's become offensive. The person who took the joke then take it from the joke perspective that other person wants to protect, right? And this is where people are misunderstanding and are losing the relationship, are losing the bond between two persons. This is the actual reason I think. This is my thinking perspective, right? So we need to while listening to someone, while getting something, don't react. This is my opinion. Don't react. Just think what perspective, what kind of perspective. If someone trying to give an offensive from an offensive side of perspective, so how we understand it? Either it is offensive perspective or it is a joke perspective. The situation. We have to know what the situation is. If we could know what the situation actually is, then we would definitely what the guy actually want to give us the sense, what sense of that perspective. For example, if the whole situation is totally into the serious mode, that someone mother's died, for example, and person is joking, boom, now you don't need to worry about your mother, your mother dead. That might be a joke from him, from his side, but the situation impact his sense, the sense that he want to say, the joke sense. It impact the joke sense, right? So actually, what happened is that makes no sense in that context. The situation impact the sense impact the perspective. So there are three things comes now together. So if in this world everybody could understand the situation, could understand the sense, could understand the perspective sense of that perspective, and have a great sense of humor, the world will be great. But now the problem here is people took another perspective, think from another perspective, and try to create their own kind of stories in their head, and boom, end up in the world end up with, because of that the world ends up with hates, fights, wars, and everything, etc and etc. What if um, what if in the history, back in the history, what if I will take an example of Hitler. What if people only took the sense as their he want to, while Hitler is giving the speech about the Jewish community? What if the people took that as okay, that's his perspective, that they are bad, but from the sense that he want to give, it's a hatred. He's just spreading the hatred. So I think, from my perspective, I should not support that hatred. Maybe the future, the history will be different. Who knows, right? So people has their own perspective too. For example, what perspective to take. For example, someone is spreading hate. I don't want to take that perspective in my head. So I create a different situation and different sense in the whole environment. So this is how the things are. So yep, hope you guys get something. And this is a learning perspective I'm giving, the learning sense. I want to give my philosophy, and I think the sense, the perspective, environment, the situations, and sense of humor, if they collide, if they comes together, the world will be better place. I don't think someone could make the world a better place. If people only can make the world a better place, if every people does that, not a single person does that. So that's all. Thank you. Hope. I don't hope. That's all. Thank you. No hope. Yeah. Have a great sense of humor. That's all. I think.